So he says, yeah, I got a few people in mind that might replace him, and I might name them before his term is up. Doug Flynn joins us, Flynn Zito Capital Management right now. So, all right, Doug, this is kind of interesting. It's always interesting. What do you make of that? Like, by the way, a lot of people, the Journal had it, some other people said, well, maybe it'll be Bessich, who's the Treasury Secretary, or one of his own people. I know he talks about this guy Kevin Warsh a lot as well, but what about the strategy of naming someone early?
Yeah, that does undermine the current current Powell in his role, because basically he's come out with an anti-rate cutting stance, and he's kind of holding firm to that. And Trump wants lower rates, and so he's testing the waters and saying who's going to be more aligned with that. And if you bring somebody out, or at least say, hey, here's who I'm going to nominate, then they can sort of weigh in along the way. Now, Powell has 11 months left in his chairmanship. The funniest part to me on all of this is, even if he makes it all the way through the 11 months, and let's assume he does, he still doesn't have to leave the board until 2028. So he's still going to be around. He'll just not be the chairman anymore. And so, yeah, that's the interesting part.
I have a feeling if he's not chairman, he might that might be a good time. Hey, you know what? Retirement's looking pretty good after all my years at Carlyle Group, wherever he's been. Okay, now. This is interesting. If we have the stock market and can show it live, and we talked about this, I think, the other day, but just like everything the market has been through and all the ups and downs, S&P 500, right side of your screen, is literally going to be within a fraction of a point of a record. It might get it. The record high is 6,144.15. So it's technically over that now, fractionally. Okay, so we might close at a record high in the U.S. stock market today, and think about everything that's happened over the last however many months.
Sure. Yeah, the market went down almost 20%, as you may recall, in April, and now it's come all the way back to the previous point. And a lot of it has to do with the thought that, hey, the market's believing we're going to get lower rates, we're going to get lower regulations, and we're going to have low inflation. And when you put those three together, that means show me the money. That's what that means. So the market's sort of anticipating that and seeing through all the short-term nature of this and saying those things are coming. There's a lot of negatives, but there's also a lot of positives out there. So sifting through that and thinking longer term, it's going to be positive.
All right, so you're going to ring the bell. I'll tell you what we'll do, Doug. We'll give you an extra 10, 15 seconds today. I don't like to do this. So we usually charge extra, but we usually wrap it up by 4 o'clock. Let's see if they get the record. So enough of these people ringing the bell. Let's put those numbers back up, because we have 7 seconds left of the trading session. And again, the magic number, they're not going to see. Doug, you jinxed it, is what you did. Okay, we were at 6,145. We were going to get the record by a point. Now it's 6,140, and we're not going to get a record. Oh, maybe. It always takes a few minutes to settle. Quick closing comments here on this market. We set up for something, or you like where it's at, Doug?
Valuations are a little scary to me overall, but I think if you look through this and we do get past the tariff craziness, there are better signs ahead. And so even though the dollar's a little weaker, that's going to help our exports. So I think overall things look pretty good for the second half.
Yeah, I get it tomorrow, maybe 3 points shy of a record on the S&P.
I think we can.
Thank you, my friend. Let's recap our